I think a little gold mining is in order to help everyone relax and fall asleep. So we're going to do just that. To begin, we're going to wander over here and investigate our tools. We have a bucket, a brush, and a smaller bucket. Plus the wagon. We can't forget that. Pretty sure in order to start this, we're going to need a shovel. Let's go to the shop. Unless the shovel is right here in front of me. Forgot it was there. Dull shovel tier 1. Dig dirt into bucket and pour into pan. That we can do. Before doing that, let's leave that there for a second. We're going to get our setup going. So we need, I think it goes into here first. It's been so long that I actually forgot how to do this. Does that need to stay up or was it this one? One or the other. Pretty sure we can put it in there and it fills up. We take a little bit of the surface dirt and it goes. They recently updated this to be a lot more optimized so we could potentially do bigger, dumber things than ever. But for today, we're just going to mine some gold and get a mine set up. I don't know if we can actually fit more dirt than that in at a time. It's also been a while since I had a relatively normal mine going. Does that not go in there anymore? Did I not dig dirt? I might have dumped some dirt out the last time. It appears I did. Dirt goes in. Okay, that's full. The shovel is loaded. Can we get a double load in there? Nope. That just came out as a regular old rock. What we do now is fill that with water. Not unlike that. Then we take our scrubby brush and give it a good scrub. Whatever's left is going to be our profit. We have a single piece of iron ore, which I guess we'll just store in here for now. That probably actually makes the most sense. One iron ore, not super good luck. Luckily we got another one of those already. Now we just got to give it a drink. The bucket is thirsty. Now it's not thirsty. Back down we go. Scrub brush it up. Deeper dirt is better. There's 2 pieces of iron in there. A little bit better luck. I think we can just go ahead and dump them there. And they'll stay there. Good. Right back to work. We'll take our dirt back. And push a little deeper if we can. Oh yeah, we got to go into this one. Bucket 1, then bucket 2. Going as deep as we can. Dump that in there. All right. Since we already had a bit of dirt in there, can we put that straight in there? We really can't. Well, we're going to go ahead and rinse this out then. It'll probably be a small piece of something, but maybe there'll be some gold in there. We might get lucky. There was actually a piece of gold in there. A pretty small one. But there we go. Our fortune is piling up. Now this pail was full. Thought it was full. Oh yeah, we took the dirt out and put it here. There we go. We'll mine this up and see what's in there. Hopefully a lot more gold. There's 1 piece of gold. Doesn't have to be big. Just has to be gold. I think we could probably do that maybe one more time before we'll go make a sale. Because the sun is going to be getting low before long. Which is maybe good. Keeps the brightness down. Alright. Gold goes in the pail. Pail goes in the water. Water comes with me. Brush, get scrub. Done. You know what? Maybe I should just bring this pail over. I thought I'd maybe bring the whole wagon over, but I feel like that's going to be a chore. We'll just bring all of this stuff for now. See what we can get for it. It's been so long since I've done any of this manually. It's hard to remember how to do it. And the closest sell point, I believe, is up the hill now. I don't think it's here. I think that's a store. We got to walk all the way up to for a sale. In the meantime, we can enjoy the nice countryside. There's castles and flowing water, blue skies, the volcano over there. This is where we sell. Hello, sir. I bought you some stuff. $48 for us for all of that. I'll take it. Pick that up. Drop it on in. Back to work we go. So $48 we can use to buy whatever we want. I don't know what we need immediately. We can clearly mine. It's just a matter of doing it by hand currently. We'll take the shortcut in.
Don't mind me.
So what might we need? We haven't found any gems yet. I don't know if we can find gems here actually. We need more money to unlock better claims. I don't know if we want to do any fishing rods. There's a fishing pot, the anvil, the smelter. I guess you probably want to start smelting sooner than later. But the furnace is $86. So I don't think there's any tools worth it here. This is a tier 1 dull shovel. The deeper you dig, the better the resources. I'm pretty sure my shovel is currently a tier 1. So I'm not sure I actually really need anything. There's maybe a bed. The sun is going to get lower. So we'll buy a bed. I think we can... does that count? Nope. Gotta take the money out of there, drop it in there. The money might actually just stay there for a while. That might be easier. So there's $24. We get our change, but our money's going to hang out there where it's safe. There's a man here at the sign. Good for him. We're going to place our bed here firmly in the ground. That way we can't really jar it loose. Now I need my bucket back. Come with me and we'll get right back to mining. Ember Cradle is our home. This is all diggable ground. There's a little strip on the other side of the water too. But for now, we'll just keep digging down real deep right here. We could do this pretty quickly still, so it's no problem. Dig down with a little bit of luck, we'll find a bunch of gold. I'm pretty sure that's full already. I think it's only 4 scoops to fill it up. So that's done. Down in here it goes. We'll get a better and better operation as we go. We just need the funding right now. We already got another couple pieces of gold and an iron out of that. Maybe because it's deeper. I'm not entirely sure, but it is more, and I won't complain. More is more. Okay, we can probably get it from there. We got a pretty good reach on this. Down it goes. We'll see if we consistently get more ore now that we're getting deeper. So that should be full. Then we swap it into the other pan. We look for the shadow. Down it goes. The sun's definitely going down. We'll sleep through the nights for the most part. It's nice that it's dark, but it's going to get too hard to see. And then you'll have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, we did get our first uncut emerald. So maybe a gem polisher will be one of the first things we get. I didn't expect to find an emerald so soon. That bodes well for our future. We're going to be very rich. Can we crouch for a little extra depth? Sort of. Getting down as deep as we can. Then that should be full. We'll take the extra scoop anyway. Crouch down nice and low. Good. So that's going to come there. We'll do another one. Hopefully for more gems. There's emeralds, there's sapphires, there's rubies, and there's onyx. The onyx is the hard one to find. There might be more that I'm forgetting as well, but those are the basic ones I can think of. I think we got time for one more before the sun goes down. I'm just addicted to mining gold and digging holes. So why wait? We'll just keep the party going. Full again. Wrong. Dump that down in there. It's a process. The muscle memory and habit is coming back now. But it has been a very long time since I had a basic mine. Okay, we got another emerald, so it might be worth getting a gem polisher. So we can actually turn that into a refined gem. So there's going to wait there for now. I think we can go to bed. We sure can. Good night, world. Good night, gold. Good night, ore. The sun will come up. Still pretty low light. This is good. We can work with this. We can definitely work with this. We'll do a little more mining today to try and pile up a little bit more money before we get started. Oh, I let my dirt go again. I keep doing that. And it confuses me for a moment. Dirt, get in the pot. I won't get the extra scoop because that's confusing me. But I gotta get back in the rhythm. I'm so used to the drills and stuff doing this for me. I don't know how to use my good old-fashioned hands anymore. That was a pretty good one. We got 3 pieces of gold. So we're actually going to take these. I'm pretty sure when we dump them in the wagon, they more or less stick once they settle. So those are actually pretty cemented on in there. And then we're just going to dig down. Lucky this shovel has a very long reach. Or my dude has very long arms. I'm not sure which it is. But we get dirt from way down there. We have to do this extra step, which has always been a little bit odd to me. But that's no matter. We're mining gold one way or another. That's an energy bar too. Energy shard. I actually forgot those existed until right now. Which is a sign of how long it's been since I played this game. It is a fantastic game, though. I am enjoying this. And I always have and I always will. Those energy bars are what we need to power equipment. In case you're unfamiliar with this. I assume most of the people watching this have seen this before. But if you haven't, you're in for a treat. Wonderful game. Wonderful experience. Wonderful life. You can make some real big piles of gold in this. Probably bigger than ever thanks to the new update that optimized things. Enormous piles of gold for everyone. The sun still isn't up yet. We're really getting out there nice and early. Probably something the real life miners did. There's a sapphire down there as well. So I might actually get a gem cutter. It might be worth it to start putting some gems together. Because we can sell some gems or we can put them into jewelry potentially if we want to smelt and get all that going. We don't quite have the stuff for that yet, obviously. We have a shovel and a pan so far. We're doing it the good old-fashioned way. Lots of hard work and manual labor. Okay, that one's full already. At least it goes quickly to be able to fill that up. Really doesn't take much time at all. Down it'll go. Give it another brush. What do we got this time? It's like gambling. We got a bit of gold. Probably should just do this a little bit quicker. There's quite a bit of value there. I think I'm actually going to take that if I can. If we place ourselves in the right spot, we can go like this and it's easy to pick up and drop. We're going to take all the ore in for now. And give that a sell to see what that's worth. And then maybe we can afford more things. Did not mean to take the whole wagon. When that changes our layout a little bit, that's okay. The wagon's going to be a bit unwieldy like that. It tries to get away all the time. But we're not in any hurry today. We can pick up one giant gold nugget at a time. These are considered the small gold nuggets too. Like these are not big compared to what we're going to find. Same with the gems, same with the energy crystals. Energy shards as they're called. Alright, so let's go find out what this is worth. We're going to run it up the hill quick as we can. Make some profit. Take our money down to the other stack, put them all in together. Pass this gentleman on his way to his own mining experience. If I dump this out, is it going to spill everywhere? Nope, that's okay. 174, much better. That can go in the bucket. Both come with me. We'll go back to the shop. Now we can buy a gem cutter. We can buy a furnace. We can buy all sorts of things. So we can finally start smelting this down into super bars. And then we only need to carry a few things around at a time. So if we get on here, can we dump those in there? They all combine together. So we got $198. The grinding wheel is 84. There's lots of things we could get. I think most important right now is going to be the furnace. Anvil's probably also important too, but a small furnace, casting mold, crucible, we need all of those pieces. Small furnace is 86, that's not so bad. We got the money for this, and this helps us make more money. So the crucible goes on top of that. It'll sit like that. And then when we're done, we need to pour it into, I believe, the casting mold to turn it into a bar.
Thanks for your business.
So all of those would be $146. It doesn't leave us with that much extra, but we don't need that much extra. Everything gets smelted down, and I'm pretty sure it's more valuable once it's in that form. So we'll start to set up a new operation here. Nice and efficient like always. I need to remember I can sprint as well. These are craftable in Ice Helm. Forged iron, forged iron. Used machines tier 1 limited stock. These actually aren't that expensive. They're also craftable. But we'll worry about machinery later. We're not there yet. Should probably also buy a pallet so I can carry everything around a little quicker. No matter for now, we're not in a hurry. Carry everything over, get it set up, and we're going to get to smelting. I guess we're going to have to pick what resource we smelt at a time too. We can only do one thing at a time. It's going to be gold. Of course it's going to be gold. Smelting iron just doesn't feel right. Gold is my one true love. Back past Ember Cradle. So this you need to set in the ground. So we'll put it right there is probably fine. Lower is better if I can. Gets a little buggy though, perhaps. So we'll do that. And then that sits on top. Now anytime we find gold, we drop it in there. And it becomes gold soup. We're making a lovely gold soup today. That might actually be bedrock already. I don't think there's another tier of dirt down there. So that is actually as far as we can go currently. At least in this one spot. It might be deeper on that side. I'm not entirely sure of that. I would have to dig out the whole thing again. It might also be even all the way across. Nobody knows for sure. Well, you're iron, so you're going there. I forgot I had you guys already. We can't smelt down the gems, unfortunately. At least I don't think we can. But we can smelt down gold. There's also cloudium. It's very rare to find. I don't know if it's even possible to find it here on such an early claim I missed. That's alright. We're full up anyway. So we'll keep on moving. Everything here needs water as well. So we gotta have access to water no matter what we do. We got our first piece of gold to smelt. It's actually kind of hard to do here. That actually worked though. It went in there. We might have to jump to get that in there better. The iron's gonna wait. It's gonna be smelted later. It would be faster to have a second pail to dump that into. But I'm being frugal with my money right now, so we gotta wait on such luxuries. Right, I had dirt on board. I always forget that. I really just gotta try and be consistent with it. Consistency is key. And that needs to drop there. If I don't have room, he doesn't like to drop it. That's why he grunts like that. Questioning me. Even though he should know what the problem is by now. He's being wielded by an idiot. Wow, that was a good find. Okay, so that goes there. We listen for the soup sound. Good. So the gold is getting in there. We're going to have a nice pail of gold that we'll smelt into a big bar later. That's going to be worth more. It's going to get harder and harder and harder to get dirt down there because we got to dig at such an angle. It's already getting a little bit awkward. We can still get some, but we're going to have to broaden our hole. We need a real big hole eventually. For now, we're digging through it very quickly. But it does get quicker. We get more powerful stuff, and we can even get pickaxes that just remove the dirt without actually shoveling it. It just straight up destroys it. So we have that to look forward to. Actually, I think that's actually the bedrock slope. I think it's sloping down that way. That's sort of what I'm seeing now. I forgot where I put my pail already. That's fine. So we'll dig a little bit in that direction. We got to get deep. The deeper the better. We also got to pick up the right tool. Down in we go. We'll work our way down there. It's a process. It's always fun at the beginning setting up the things. I've always liked that at the beginning of the games. Getting all things set up and optimized. Once you hit the goals, once I have a giant mountain of gold, it somehow loses its fun. Like we've already hit the goal. I like building up to that. Okay, let's see if we can get down there a little further. Can we do it? We got a little bit there. Might have to move my hole somewhere else. It's getting harder and harder to actually reach dirt. But we'll make do for now. We'll leave this gold smelting in its thing for a while. Then we're going to have iron to smelt behind it. Luckily that doesn't take too long. So if we take that, what do we get? Several pieces of gold, several pieces of iron. That was a very good find. He doesn't want to drop that unless I drop it very specifically. A little more iron for the wagon. It's a very rich wagon at this point. So it's hard to see down there. But we're making a pretty good sized hole already. I'm not sure what a basic pickaxe costs, but it might be worth buying one. That way we can bring ourselves down there a little bit. I don't want to spend a lot of time down there because the further I am from water, the further this whole process takes. I can also bring the water to me, but that also costs time and money. Right now, it's just easier if we're to stay reasonably close to the water like this and use our shovel reach to our advantage. I think I can also throw iron in there if I want to. It's not sure it actually dilutes the gold or not. I'm a little hazy on those things these days. I'm so used to just setting up giant operations and watching them work for a long time. The little details have long since escaped me. Wait, that doesn't seem full. That's okay. I might be imagining that anyway. Pick you up, give you a scrub. 1 piece of iron, lucky us. The sun's getting low, it's not too bad yet. I do want to go look to see if there's a basic pickaxe, because that might help us sort of get a little bit lower quicker. We can definitely destroy a lot of dirt. We're certainly not going to mine all of it, not even close. Do you have a pickaxe at this shop? We do. $122. That's a lot. And this is just a tier 1 dull shovel. There's throwable TNT. We could definitely throw that down to get down quicker. I don't know if we want to do that though. So I think for now we will consider the pickaxe for $100 and something. It's not horrible, but it's not great. Is it too early to sleep? It is not. We'll wake up nice and early. It's been a hard day mining. We deserve some rest. Nice colors in the skies. Peaceful. Maybe to begin today, we'll go ahead and get our enormous gold bar ready. We got to do the same with the iron. What's going to be the quickest way to do this? I didn't necessarily consider this. I think what we can do actually is set this down. Then I think we can move the whole thing onto the fire afterwards. It could be hard to move a lot of things at once in the early game. Later we can get some different tools for that. For now, we just got to be a little bit resourceful. We'll have a nice gold bar and a nice iron bar. We probably want to buy the gem thing, although we haven't found gems. I don't know if we found any gems yesterday. They're rare, whatever the case. So yeah, that's all in there. We can dump that on the fire. It'll smelt down fairly quickly. This we're going to put in here because we need to carry it around. Our tiny little gold bar. This stuff shouldn't take too long to melt down. It broke down. There's our tiny little iron bar, hot off the press. That goes in there. We'll see what kind of money we get for this stuff. That can go right back up there. We'll go do a little early morning sale. And then decide what we want to spend our hard-earned money on next. I don't know what it's going to be. It might be the gem thing. The anvil's also nice because we can craft the things into better quality things. Get out of the way. I'm here first. $315 for those. Much better. Money go up. I don't remember how much we had left over. But it would have been a little bit more than, I think, $50. We'll go have a look, whatever the case. So dump that down in there. That didn't combine properly. Could be difficult. Yeah, we got $50, so it's $367 now. We could actually buy some decent stuff. I definitely would like some automation. Like this would be very lovely to have. I think it's going to be a little while before we can afford both of those and all the setup to go with them. So for now, we'll take our business elsewhere. We got to figure out the best way to make a little more money. It's coming along, but it could be quicker. I think a grinding wheel wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to start some of those gems. The anvil costs only 86. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we're going to do it anyway. It's only $86. At least this way we could potentially make some new stuff. So we have $200 left over still. That's plenty for our hopes and dreams. I do think I also need a hammer now too. Forgot about that part. So we'll put that there nearby because you need to cast into there and then get into there. And you don't want to waste time about it. That'll work out real good. We'll be rich as anyone in no time. Be able to buy all sorts of new things. There's also a hand sorter. Oh yeah, that's just a sifter. I forgot about that. Okay, we need a blacksmith. That's 105. They really get you with that part. They don't tell you need that until afterwards, and then you're on the hook for it. It's my kind of business. So now if we want to make different stuff, we can. Because like to make a sword, all you need I think is 1 iron bar. That's 2 iron bars. That's 3 iron bars. And that's a bar plus a gem. So I think we'll be able to do that. Because we can also polish up our gems. So we already have the ability to make more stuff. And I think we make considerably more money. Once we have them all together. I really should invest in a pallet at some point. I hope you enjoy Carrying Simulator. This can sort of be anywhere, really. That over there is fine. And we'll get back to work. We can't get too far away from the mining aspect. I do also have that truck. I think this is mine. Yeah, it sure is. So I can throw stuff in the back of there, carry it around. It's just, it might honestly be faster to carry. We're only right here anyway. So we'll roll with that. You go down there and we'll get right back to work. Or will we? Yeah, we will. Do think we need to get down to deeper dirt. So a pickaxe at some point might be a good idea because I want that deeper stuff. We're hitting bedrock already and this is not a man-sized hole. Okay, we got a little bit of deeper stuff there. The process continues. I don't want to get that too far away. We got to keep everything nice and compact. We don't want to wander too far away from our home. I just want a giant mountain of gold. Is that too much to ask? What do we get? An energy shard. Just one. We'll figure out which one of those gems we want to use. I think we want to smelt maybe a gold jewelry piece. I don't know if going deeper here really matters. I think when I say going deeper is better, it refers more so to breaking into the next type of dirt, which we can't mine anyway. But I might be wrong about that. I know you definitely can get into better dirt, which will be better, but I don't know about getting deeper in any individual layer makes a difference. So we're just going to start the gold smelt again. We'll phase the gold into our glowy pot. That one sounded a bit weird, but it's in there. The spare stuff is going to stay out there. Before you know it, we'll have a beautiful gold ring made of something good. I don't know if we can even find cloudium or onyx in this dirt. I think they might only spawn in deeper dirt, and even then I think it's quite rare. But I got time if you do. Okay, the shovel is loaded. It would be nice to start mining some of the rarer stuff, as we're 10 minutes into the game. What do we got? There's a sapphire, so that's not going to hurt. We can definitely turn that into value. There's a gold nugget. And repeat. Maybe I should just take some of this surface dirt. That way we'll be able to get better bites. It does move pretty quickly. We'll see if we notice a difference in the size of what comes out of here anyway. It really might all be the same. And that's okay. Wow, that was actually better. So I'm pretty sure it's just luck based in this layer. Going deeper means you need to get into the stronger type of dirt that we can't mine anyway. So I might as well keep it nice and easy for now. No need to stress ourselves. I can sort of hedge our bets there. We can still work our way down by taking dirt here anyway. And we'll get easier access to deeper dirt no matter what. But that last pan was pretty telling. I think that was a good luck pan. It must be a good luck day. The mining gods smile upon us. And now that I've mocked them, they've given me iron. I'm a gold miner that mines mostly iron. Clearly I've got it together. Luckily I'm also a goldsmith. So we'll be able to make the most amazing jewelry. With the leftover iron, we'll probably just turn into a sword or something. Whatever the most basic thing was. Because I'm a basic person. I'm actually mostly just too lazy to smelt 3 separate things that's needed for the sword. I think if we had this saw, we can actually cut the bars. Oh wait, did I just put that in the wrong thing? I think I did. I don't think that is going to smelt now that I think about it. That was an autopilot. Dreaming away about all the things I want to make. Down we go. Like, we're still going deeper, but I don't think it matters. We seem to be getting equal success no matter where we're digging. We'd have to do like 100 buckets top and bottom to know for sure. But I'm not going to be that scientific about it. I'm just going to guess. It's worked out well for me so far. Today we're getting pretty good results overall. You know what, let's try and keep this somewhat organized at least. I really should buy more pans so I can just keep it all in one easy to carry place. I gotta check the price of pans to see if that's worth it. It very likely is though. Our extendo shovel's gonna reach all the way to there, there, and there. Good. So far it's all going well. Down it goes. This will have giant gold nuggets in it, purely. Well, I did actually have a sapphire. And I can live with sapphires. Went for gold, stayed for the sapphires. Could also buy a scale so we can see the weight of some of this stuff. But for now, it doesn't matter. I don't have to be that fancy with it. I just want to mine it. Did not mean to do that. Give me that back. I think it just sits on the ground anyway. It goes through the bucket. Gotta be more precise with my clicking. So one more in there. I lost count now. Counting to 4 is hard. I think I actually have to... Wait, did that stick in there? It did. Oh, so... Okay. Let's go like this then. Really? You can only do one at a time that way, huh? Well, that's fine. Let's see what's in one scoop of dirt. Still got a bit of gold. Maybe that's lighter though? Doesn't it seem odd that it would... Like, that was only one scoop of dirt, still yielded a gold nugget. We normally do 4 scoops of dirt and it might still only be 1 nugget. That could be luck based. The gold might not weigh as much. I forgot about that already. It blends in so well. Too much to keep track of. In my defense, gold. There's a gold that tried to get away there. Oh, this is Cloudium. We actually found Cloudium already. That's interesting. I don't really know what I should do with that now. Wow, we found Cloudium. I didn't think we could even do that here. Might have to try and smelt it into something different. Like jewelry? We need 2 gems to make one of those. So maybe because it's the end of the day, we'll take a day's worth of our work here. That's got to go in here while it's still hot. Oh yeah, that doesn't actually work then, does it? All right. I didn't think this through, as per usual. So you go there and stay warm. We got to do the gems first. Let's do the emeralds for this, because I kind of want to see if we can use the Cloudium otherwise. Gem. And the other gem. All ground up. Go there. Now is the hammer nearby? The hammer's nearby. So we pick that up, put it on the appropriate spot, and there. It only took 1 of my gems. Is it the same part 1 and 2? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, now we're just really making a mess of things. You stay right there. So we can do with only 1. I think I should smelt the Cloudium into something. There's no point in holding it right now if it's going to give us such an advantage so early. So we get a nice gem ring. That should be worth quite a lot. I'm going to try to turn the Cloudium into a gem. I think we can. I'm just really impressed we found some of it so early. I think the sapphire is worth more than emerald, so we'll make a sapphire out of it. So that's a bigger ring, I think. I just want a really basic ring. I'm a very basic person. We'll wait for that to smelt down. Should only take a minute. Maybe Cloudium doesn't smelt. There it goes. Where did I leave the hammer now? I get a little excited with these things sometimes. So you go there. Back in you go. That's still warm. Does this work with Cloudium? Maybe it doesn't actually. So I'm not sure what we could do with Cloudium. I think we might need to unlock a recipe later. Well, that's fine. We can just sell this as is. In the morning, we'll load up our pail of money and off we go. We should probably also do something with the iron though too. So there's a ring. 1 Cloudium. Now I gotta deal with all the iron. We'll smelt it into just a something. Gotta try and find a nicer way to do this. Can I put this up here? Is that gonna work? Seems to do so. Perfect. That one definitely missed. Are these all missing? Yeah, they're definitely going right on through that. That's okay. We're learning as we go. That's not going to work either. Plus, I grabbed the sapphire. Okay. Maybe I'm going to need those pails tomorrow so we can stop wasting so much time with maneuvering things. Whatever the case, we're going to have a nice iron something or other soon. The highest quality iron this little mine can produce. We dig a hole 2 meters into the ground and we're already rich. Clearly we got this claim for a very good price. I don't know where we got this claim or how much we paid for it. But we're doing all right. The cut gems are going to just go back up here. We'll turn this over to that is perfect. And then we're just about ready to go. As soon as that wants to smelt its way down, we got to mine this whole thing. I'm not going to bother to mine over here because I'm pretty sure it's just more of the same dirt. except it's further away. If I was smart, I would have been mining, well, I guess closer to the water is where we want to be anyway. So that's where we'll stay. You come with me, get in there. Gonna drop you on the anvil. Is that good enough? Seriously? Is that good enough? It went cool. Can we not smelt that anymore? I gotta warm it up again. I don't know if I wasn't placing it good enough or this is the wrong recipe for this. There should just be an iron bar for one of these. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. I don't remember what it's telling me how this works. Like maybe it's just the different pieces, but we'll try it again. We'll just place it better. As soon as the hammer gets out of my way. Okay, you're entirely on the thing. There it is. Accuracy counts. Our first weapon. We're going to carry it like that because we like to live dangerously. Since it's nightfall anyway, we'll go ahead and sleep through the night just like everyone else. And upon dawn, we'll carry all this up in our bucket full of money. Our pan full of treasure. We'll even sprint our way up. First thing in the morning, we fly out of bed and sprint up the hill to dump off our wares. It'll be worth a great amount. Very happy we got some cloudium already.
Don't care where it comes from.
So,
If it's got value,
can I get the sword? The sword coming out is going to be worth 103. Not great, not terrible. The cloudium bar by itself is 218. That one nugget was worth more than all of that, even smelted into its bigger form. So there's 218, and our gold and emerald ring for all day, 290. There we are, $611 for us. That was a better day yesterday. We're improving. Look at the size of that guy's hands. What is that place? I don't know if they ever actually, I think that's just an empty castle. I don't think they did anything with it. Let's go combine our money. We'll buy a few more of these pails so I can start to sort my resources in a less frustrating way.
You won't find better prices than these.
So we'll take our money out. There's 92 plus that, 703. Now, what do we need for all this? What do we want? What do we need? The pails are $24. This is a big pan. Is it bigger? Oh, it is bigger. I had no idea that was a thing. Wait, I don't want a spyglass. Nope. Someone else will put that back. What does this thing cost? It's only $24 for a big one. Small one's only $12, so I'll buy a few of these just for sorting. Buy a third one. Do we have a pallet or a carrying device? Don't care much for the fishing rods right now. I don't think he sells pallets. We'll try this for now. I do want to try the bigger pan. I'm not actually sure what the difference is. Maybe we just get more dirt in at a time. Maybe it gets bigger stuff. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to try. I'm really curious about this. I guess we'll fill this in. Maybe it takes double the amount or something to save you a little bit more trouble in the beginning. So, takes that right away. There's also this one that was already full. What's the point of the bigger pan then? I don't understand. I guess we'll scrub it out and see. Maybe it's just for carrying purposes? I'm very confused. A bigger pan useful for larger items like fish. Oh, okay. It's maybe just... It's going to be a novelty at this point. It's not really actually better. But now we know. And we got an extra pan for those large items like fish. Which we're not catching. This is Hydroneer, not Fishoneer. Can I carry multiple of these at once? Nope. One at a time. That's okay, we'll get our sorting done. I'm still going to use the big pan. I paid for it, I got to use it. What are we going to... We'll just put everything nicely in our way so we can trip over it. Organization is key. But this way we can just put the extra stuff in these and maneuver them around easier. Extra iron, cloudium, whatever we got. We'll just sort it on in there. We'll refine this all later. And then for both of these, we're going to need 320. So 750 for those two, plus all the other parts. 750, which is getting closer. We have almost enough for those, but then we need some of these. We're gonna need a few dollars for that stuff. So we're not there yet. Was that my pen or one of yours? I don't remember now.
Don't mind me.
We're allowed to walk out with this one, so clearly it's paid for at least. Goes there. One more little pan. I've always loved the art style in this.
Thanks for your business.
Is this mine or yours? That's mine. This is maybe going to be a spare pan for now. And we'll get back to work. Right, I had this one already ready to go. So that can go there. Pull it out, drop it down, give it a scrub. We got one piece of gold. One piece of iron that we'll store in there for now. Look how organized we are. The piece of cloudia might have actually come from closer to the surface too. I think it's just rare odds we find that kind of stuff. Clearly. Down you go. Wait, already getting ahead of myself. Does that not work already? Because I put one in there accidentally, didn't I? I thought I lost count there. That's no problem. That gave me actually nothing. I think it actually gave me nothing, so I guess that's the risk you take when you go light on the dirt. Light on the dirt means no success for us. That iron actually phased out under this because it hopped. Didn't it? Where did it go? Maybe the big pan's a bad idea. The iron might have actually phased through the ground. Okay, the big pan is getting a demotion. Or we're going back to regular size. I think it actually like hopped under the pan and the pan might have pushed it through. Never to be seen again. We'll dig it up one day. Actually, it's probably sitting at the bottom of the claim now. I've set it back to grow bigger. It's going to grow up big and strong and we'll come back. Grab it later. Alright, that was a better one. Making up for lost time. If we have another day like we had yesterday, we'll be able to set up our first automated process. At least the beginnings of it, and that's going to save us some valuable time. Widen out our hole a little bit, so we can actually see what we're doing down there. Who'd have thought? Wrong button, those go down there, good. Would also be nice just to have a water thing to here. Maybe that's the first thing we'll set up, is just having water here. Because we're going to need it for the other part anyway. Start putting these in here actually. Because if we just have a water drip over here, I don't have to run back and forth quite so much. Could be quicker, not that it's a big deal. But it still takes its time to do all this. At least on this part, we gotta run over, drop it in, bring it back. It's good for the body though. Lots of extra steps, good for the health. Gold. And gold. A little bit of iron going there. And a little bit of iron. You guessed it, in that one. Then everyone's happy. We don't yet have the mountain of gold we're aspiring to, but we're closer. We need great riches for that sort of thing. Whenever you want to put that down, we are ready. I have also turned the sound effects down quite a bit in this one because there can be a lot of different ones. So hopefully there's nothing too jarring, but I don't think there will be. Should all be nice and quiet. Mostly just the sound of me narrating all the garbage I'm doing. Scoop the dirt, put in pail. Scoop the dirt, put in pail. Drop the shovel, pick up pail. Dirt goes in a bucket. Bucket comes with me. Bucket drink. Bucket resurface. Down we go. Brushy, brushy. Well, I already screwed that up. We got an energy plus an iron there, actually. Well, we're getting lots of energy bars, so that's good. We will eventually need lots. Because they're the power behind everything. I should also go see how much the bigger claims cost. I don't remember that. We could be finding potentially bigger gold already. That's one of those where maybe it's worth, before doing a setup, we just buy a bigger claim first. But I think they can actually get quite expensive. So we just need to find a lot more cloudium. Did not mean to fall in our hole. I think we can just unstuck ourselves out of this problem. I've certainly done that maneuver before. So much about some safety railings. This is definitely a hazard. Some child or animal could come wandering in and fall in there, never to be seen again. Or I could hold them ransom at that point and demand some money from their parents. Then I could buy a bigger claim. Gold needs to go in there. Gonna melt up. Some iron. Where's all the cloudium hiding? At the bottom of bigger claims. I'm still really impressed we found that. Didn't think we'd see some for quite some time. Don't know if I got a full bucket load here. But I'm also not sure it matters. There was 3 irons in that. But as long as we're finding iron ore, we're fine. It'll be no problem to us. A little bit more. It is quite a process at the beginning to build all up to a functional mine. One more. One more and the finale. Am I sure it's not one more? Starting to second guess myself. Which is dumb because it's very clearly 4 scoops. No more, no less. That was a good one. We got an energy bar. Plus a gold, plus an iron. So this is very good for us. I'm sure there's probably much more efficient ways to be doing all of this. But this is working for me now and it just feels good. And that's most important. I really should start incrementally building up my next mining apparatus. But we'll get to that. We need the bits and pieces for that. And I need to design a bit of a layout. We got another gem finally. And those have been pretty rare actually. Not as rare as Cloudium. But they show up when they show up. They've been giving us enough to make some things at least. So there's always that. I wonder if I can make an iron ring these days. I should try that. I think incorporating gems wherever we could would make us more money. It makes sense at least. We got the gems to use. I think they had like a multiplier to whatever you're making. Not entirely sure how that works. I'm just so used to mining a mountain of ore in this game and selling the mass amounts just like that. I don't know the small details. That's another Cloudium. You can tell by the color. It's cloudy. Cloudium ore. I'm going to put that up here for now because we're not exactly stockpiling this stuff. How's the sun doing? The sun's going down. So we'll take one more bucket and we'll have a repeat. Where we'll maybe forge some stuff up, then in the morning we'll run it down to the shop. I think the prices can fluctuate in this, but I don't think I have a price chart thing nearby. So I'm not really sure. No matter, whatever the case, we get to work. You go down, here there's a couple more gold bars. Finding Cloudium already. They're not big pieces of Cloudium, but it's Cloudium. We'll get this smelting here shortly. You know what, while I'm here, we might as well do some of these gems. We don't need to have them sitting there uncut. We need them all shined up. Now, how do we want to do this? We'll do another gemmy thing like that. We'll grab an emerald. I'm not sure the weight on these. I don't have a scale currently. They're probably similar anyway, though. They're just very small. So, okay, let's cast a gold bar. That can go back on there for a sec. These cool down too quick. Okay, I think I put it in the wrong spot, or it actually cooled down. I might have to reheat it. It does cool down too quickly. I think they warm up quicker now, though, too. What else up if I didn't have all this in my way? At least for now. Alright, are we ready for this? Maybe I'm supposed to reheat it every time. Maybe it's not supposed to come off hot off the press. You good like that? There it is. One emerald ring. That'll be worth something. We'll do the Cloudium next because that's nice and easy. It requires little effort. I do feel like there's something we can make out of Cloudium. I think we just need better recipes or something. Did we buy them for fish or something? I don't remember how that works. The game's had many updates since I really try-harded it. And ever since I just make a mountain pile of gold every time I play. A massive pile of gold, a massive mountain of gold. Okay, well there's our Cloudium. Good. That can just stay there. I'm actually going to need to do that for a sec. That can come with me. Go there because we need to dump all of the iron into here without missing too much of it. So I need you to land on somewhere flat-ish. Maybe there. Good. Now, to do this properly. Ah, we actually got that. Every one of those went in there. I guess we could try an iron ring again and see if it's going to work. I just don't think it's going to work. But you never know. Okay, so that's all melted down. I heard it. That goes there. You go back on there. Actually, you don't go there. You go there. Warm that up a little bit. That's going to roll down into the hole. Lovely. Go there maybe instead. Perfect. It's all coming together. It'd be nice if we could make an iron ring. Oh, we can. I just missed yesterday. Okay, so yeah, that's what we wanted to do. And we'll go over there for now. Doesn't really matter. All right, we'll bring that stuff in the morning. Does that mean we could have made a Cloudium? I think I should try again with the Cloudium. I think it's going to be worth a lot more if we actually can. Stands to reason we could. A Cloudium ring would make me very happy. That's the kind of nonsense we're here for. So, yeah, we just got to warm it up and then hit it with the hammer, essentially. That should be easy to do. Cloudium down, smack, done. Make sure it gets nice and toasty warm. Probably good enough. I don't think there's any difference. Oh, yeah, it did make a Cloudium ring. Nice. Ring, Cloudium bar 1.3, sapphire 1.8. Sell to the stock market, jeweler, or trade with a villager. 3 rings. 1 ring to rule them all. We'll have a sleep. We'll take it up in the morning and see how much money we got. Try and decide what we want to do with it all. Pan, fill with water and dirt. Use the brush to scrub for resources. Gonna plow straight through this guy.
I'm just mooching about.
Couldn't actually go through him, had to go around him. So this is a jeweler, there's a grocer. I don't know. Oh, the farming thing.
You know, digging deeper will get
Okay, so let's start with the iron ring. That's worth 166. That's not bad. 166 is better than it was yesterday. Now, which one's the gold one? This is the Cloudium. We'll end with that. That might be the more valuable one. Gold today was 182, not as much as yesterday. Cloudium 334 though. 682 in total is yeah, pretty good today. We'll go ahead and take it down. Smack it into the thing. See what our combined fortune is worth. Then we'll decide what we want to spend it on. That should be the most important decision of all. So we drop them together. We got 1325. That might almost be enough for my setup. Do I need to give the money to this guy? We'll start with those pieces and we'll build to them.
These 2 machines, but you can make more at ISEL.
Can make more. Actually, maybe before we spend money here, we should go see about the other claims. I don't remember how much they cost. We can always move our operation later, but we're going to take a little drive. A little drive will help us sleep. Not used to driving this thing. Its suspension is a little dated, so it doesn't handle that well. But we get to see a little bit more of the world this way. We go over here. So we got a few different options we can choose from. We might have been able to see the price from the map. There's also the ice one up there that I forgot about. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be way beyond our price point and capabilities right now. So we'll go up to the left here. What is this place now? What does that say? That's the stock market. Don't really care much for that. I'm not sure how much things are going to fluctuate. I don't think I actually want to go that way. I think that's Icehelm, isn't it? Yeah, we want to go to the other claim. I think it's up here instead. There's a man over there that wanted something. There's also the farm place there. There's a lot of other things that I've sort of forgotten about. There actually might have been the claim up there. I don't remember now. This one I remember. I just need to see roughly the price of these so I know what we're doing. That's only 1,200 actually. It might be worth it to come up here first. Although as you can see, the problem with this one is there's no water. I think the water's down below. You got to dig down to it. So that's sort of out of the question for us also. Unless we really want to get busy with the pickaxe, which I don't really. So we'll swing around for that oceanfront property. See how much that's going to cost. If I was smart, I would have brought the money with me. Because it would have been as easy as that. So naturally I didn't. There's a volcano in the distance. We can get water from the ocean here. So this one's 6,600. It's actually a lot more. So that sort of settles that. But once we set up our operation, it's going to be a lot quicker to make money. Although, is there one more claim? I don't remember. I think we'll go look up here. There might actually be one more that has water at the backside of it. Because I don't think that one does. I do think there's one more. Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, I see how they've done this now. Isn't there a pool of water at the back? Maybe there at least used to be. First things first, how much is this? Yeah, we got out of that side. This one's cheap. Mildews Aquifer, 1, 2, and 3. I think, is that what it's trying to tell me, that the water's down below in this one? Was the water showing at the other one? We get a better view from in here because we can third-party zoom. Because there's definitely no water here. Maybe there was water at the other one. We gotta go look again. Because aquifer, I think, refers to water under the ground. Oh, let's take a little shortcut here. Yeah, I might have looked right past water over here. Because I assumed it was under the ground. But I'm pretty sure one of them does have a pool nearby somewhere. Yeah, there it is at the back, actually. I didn't see it. We can actually afford this one, so I might actually buy this and then we'll start up here. We're going to have to make a bit of a trip to get here, but we can throw everything in the truck and unload it. It's better to do now before we buy a bunch more stuff. Because then it's going to be a lot more to move. So we'll drive all the way back. Load up our little operation. We'll start working out of the town over there instead. There's more options for things to do. There's also the stock market here if we feel particularly lucky. Which I don't. I don't know if this new claim is necessarily going to have better gold in the upper tier dirt anyway. Now that I think about it, maybe we should just set up a basic operation up here until we can afford better stuff. Now I'm conflicted. Because we're going to spend a lot of money to maybe just find the same resources. So maybe we should use that money right now to upgrade our current thing. Which I think we will. Can we run this guy over? Perfect. Okay, let's set up the operation here then. Now that I've given that some better thought. I don't think we're going to be any further ahead to go ahead and set that stuff up. I can only buy one of these at a time for now. Let's help us get rolling. 750, money well spent. So, works faster with better water pressure, takes damage the deeper you dig, the better the resources. So we want to line it up somewhere probably like... there is fine. Because we do have to set the other one below it too, actually. So we're going to need a pickaxe no matter what we do. But we've committed to this now. So we take this, because that can spit out the chunks of dirt. This is going to turn those chunks of dirt into the resources and spit them out. But it needs to be like down there. Which direction is that currently? No, it can't go that way. I need to be able to plug the water into it. So if we go like that, we got to plumb the water in there. The dirt will come out, the resources spit out there. We'll collect them and sort them afterwards. I think we can use the sifter afterwards for that. I just need a pickaxe and some pipe pieces. We'll start with the pickaxe for now, because I feel like digging. It's been too long since I've mined anything. Is that a giant nugget? It actually might be. It sort of looks like one. I gotta bring my money back over here too. This guy's probably going bankrupt without me. Infinite shovel to place infinite dirt. Dull pickaxe is 122. Everything's going to start adding up to quite a bit of money. So this is actually going to get pretty expensive. But we can still use this to our advantage. Okay, we'll buy one of these. This isn't too bad. I don't know why I put that there. We're very smart like that. 158. We definitely need some of the iron pipes. I think you can get better pipes later that do a lot better too. Should also take a high pressure tank. So we can increase the water pressure. We'll get better resources if we do it with one of these. We are going to need one of these. 344. How much money do we have? 575. We'll need a couple bends as well. But we already sort of already running out of money for all this. Okay, we'll buy that. We're left with 153. Okay, let's go take the pickaxe and get it to work a little bit. It's not a good pickaxe, but it's a pickaxe. Mostly on this side. Actually, this works much better than I thought it would. We'll have lots of room in there. So the pipe will come out, go straight up, go around into there. Yep, good. As for here, though, we are going to need to... Maybe actually just go like that would be okay. A little more room. Because then I can set, say, where's my big pail? I bought this for a reason. And then maybe... Gotta make it a little bigger. There might be a careful way to drop things, thinking about it. But careful is not something I understand. Gotta spin the handles around maybe. Close. Perfect. Perfect-ish. Yeah, we'll see if that works. We'll get the rest of the pieces for it. It's gonna be close. Really should drive it over there in a truck at this point. By the time I load it all up and take it all out though, for this short distance, I don't know if it makes a difference. So we just got to align it. So it's going to go that way. I think that counts as in the water. Yep, sure does because it's already dripping. Can I move it one step closer then? Nope. You cannot in fact get water from the dirt. We'll build that way over there. It's nice they have that here now. This machine will break once in a while, but for now we can just spit out resource after resource after resource. We can sift it and smelt it and do whatever we want. This is the start of great things. We got energy bars too, which is nice. But we're making pretty good time overall. We're soon to have an automated setup. And after doing this, we'll definitely know how much more of this stuff we need. I'm going to bring my T-piece over straight away. We can start dreaming up that part. Which was there. Yeah, this will work well. This is where we can fork it out. So we got to connect it to there, which we should be able to make room for. So it's got to bend around to there, go down into there. We're definitely going to need a few more pieces, but I have some more money still. And I'm going to put my booster just shy of that. That way it has maximum effect going into the both pieces. We need to be able to harvest up a storm. Actually, yeah, I think I can still connect into that. So if I put that there, yep. Perfect. I think it works that way. If it doesn't, we'll fix it later. Well, I'm also not going to have a pressure gauge on it currently, but I think that's okay. Can that actually go in there? Yeah, this should be fine. So we got to bend a couple more straights, a couple more bends. Maybe it would have been faster with the truck. It's okay to carry stuff around. We'll connect it all eventually. So that's going to stick in that way. Perfect. Then it just needs to go one layer up and over. Then reach all the way around. We'll be there in no time. Now, which money did I say? 153. I might have enough to actually finish this. And that would be fantastic. Then we can start to do all sorts of nonsense. So that's going to go that way. I need a straight and then a bend to finish off this strip. Straight and a bend for the lower part. A couple more straights up top.
Thanks for your business.
I don't think that... Yeah, these are only 22, so that's fine. We can definitely afford some of these. What do we need? 3, maybe 4 of them? We'll buy 3 for now. And I already forgot how many bends we need. Bend 1, we'll buy 1 more. I think we need 1 more anyway.
Huh?
We got a little bit of money left over. Carry them on over. A pallet would have been perfect for this. Drop everything on the pallet, carry it over. I just don't want to load and unload the truck 1,000 times, so that's going to take a bend and a bend. Bend and a straight. Okay, so I bought way too many straights, but we have enough to get this done. The important thing is it's going to be set up. Carry it on over. So it'll go down. Not unlike that, then bend into there. Yep. Everything's going to plan. We know what we're doing. I'm mostly just guesstimating, really. I know this will start spitting us out some resources. We will start to need repair kits, but we'll make the money for those while we're doing this. So yeah, the water made it to there, so we need a bend in the straight. That's it. Everything we need and more. So we got too many straights. Not enough bends, actually.
Come have a gander.
We do have money for this, though, correct? Barely, but we do. That would have been really frustrating. You can scrap old stuff and sell it, but you don't get much money back for it. Luckily, luck was on our side, so one little straight, then we're good to go. We'll flip that thing on in the morning. It's going to drill for us. We might need to constantly put dirt under it. I can't remember how these ones work, but that's okay. Even if we have to do that, it's going to auto mine for us. And auto mining is what we want. So everything's ready to go. That thing's on the works. We don't have a valve on. I'm actually going to turn that off for the night. I don't know if it'll wear out overnight or not. But at this point, I don't want to risk it. We don't take risks here. We make logical, intelligent, bomb-proof decisions. So you turn on, and you're officially producing. It's spat out an itty-bitty piece of iron. There's a piece of gold, so we'll change our setup here a little bit. That can go somewhere here. We'll put it over there with this on top. Now is where the money starts. So now we can grab the gold and drop it in as we like. We can also automate this, but until I have more money, we sort of got to manually sort this. But we should feel very privileged we're able to do it this way. We can maybe take a bucket for gems and a bucket for something. There's another piece of gold. It's all going to roll to that one side. And that's okay, ultimately. We'll get the gems out of there at least. Whoops, because gems are going to be a bit of a thing. So that's going to be a gem bucket. Another piece of gold. Look how much quicker this is. The gold just flies on in there now. Yeah, I think this is definitely the right case because we're going to be able to make the money we need back quite quickly for the claims. Otherwise, we would have bought the claim and been back to the same process. We needed automation. Guess I could actually make a second one of these. Wouldn't matter. It's such little time difference anyway. We can hand sort some of this. Though I guess iron will be the only thing left in there. But to be able to see what's going on in there, we'll sort a little bit of it now. We'll see how this goes and feels. There's the gold. Managed to sneak that out of there. Another piece of gold. Another piece of gold. Deep dirt is better, but this will still pile up. Like going like this all day is going to make us pretty rich. And I can also set up all sorts of automated systems for doing this. We can get more drills at some point. Whoops. Oh, that was a bad thing to grab. Is that going to work now? Is that okay? Yeah, okay. The game's not too mad about that. We need to keep that there. I think we can actually, with one of the hammers, lock stuff to the ground, which might not be the worst idea in the world. I was also stepping on the pickaxe and it was bumping me. Down you go. Missed. Good job. Down we go again. Perfect. A little more iron. Another energy shard. Those are good ones. I think these are actually valuable to sell. Might have forgot that detail. Pretty sure I can sell that for quite a bit of money. We have lots of those, so if we get desperate, we can do that. And maybe need to see what the next drill costs too. I think these are pretty bad ones overall. We can get much better ones, but they're going to get expensive and hard to make. Down you go. A little bit more gold. So today we can definitely smelt whatever we want. No one can stop us. Probably make more rings because they're easy. Combine a bar with some gems and everyone's happy. Can maybe make the bigger ring. Because if I go buy a saw, which I probably can't afford, we can split the bars. And that would work. That might dilute the value overall though. Conveyors and sorters would be good though. I just don't remember what that stuff costs, but we should start building some of that. That way everything just auto sorts and conveys, and we just need to run around and repair things every once in a while. So far this is much more efficient than it was, but still pretty inefficient with the way we're doing this. So maybe in the meantime what we can do is move our operations here a little bit. We can take the gold we have so far, maybe turn it into something new. Then we can go take that money and try and understand what our next step is going to be. Can you both fit on there for a sec? I don't know if that's going to heat up there actually. You're going to have to go elsewhere. This is why we need multiple layers of setup. It gets hard to manage it all. We'll do a sapphire ring perhaps. Because maybe I'll buy the saw next. We can at least saw the things into more valuable things. Where's my blacksmith hammer? You only have so much time after it cools down. That goes there. Hammer time. Okay, we'll just let this run for a minute. Let's go take this ring up directly, sell it. See about buying a saw maybe. We'll see how much money we made in a quick little bit. It's 10.7 a gold bar, 0.5 a sapphire. Maybe we can actually see the price of this and try and understand the value.
One day, I will buy a shiny...
249 actually, that's really quick to make this. Value wise, I'm not really sure then. No matter, there's $250 more. Plenty for us. So I think I'm probably definitely going to buy the saw. The saw will help split things a little bit. 261, we're rich. Oh, we did make a lot of money quickly. There aren't any conveyors here though, are there? The saw is 143. I think that's worth it. We're making money so quickly it might not matter. We have $118 left over, so that's alright. What I'll do now is maybe we'll put that iron to work. We have lots of iron, so we definitely want to utilize that well. This thing's going to continue to spit out iron. I need to remember to save some money for repair kits or buy some ahead of time. It's only a matter of time before this stuff breaks down. I guess I can sell my energy shards if need be. But we don't want to get that desperate with it yet. Guess with this we'll go do our gem thing. Drop that in there. And we got gold. Yeah, I guess I don't really have a good spot for gold currently. Gold can just stay right in there then. That's a great spot for gold. Okay, let's try this again. Try not to lose any of that. That's good. Let's get to smelting. We'll make an iron, maybe the double bar thing. Bar, and gem. This will be an emerald contraption. As soon as that melts. But we're still piling up ore in the background. That's the best part of this. We just need a sorter. We need a whole conveyor system. But I don't know if I can really set that up here or not. The energy shards bounce up there, which is nice. Pretty sure we get a lot of money for selling these. The iron did smelt down, but now I'm committed to this. Perfect. Okay, iron bar go there. You go back there. We cut you. So now we get 2 iron bars. They didn't multiply though. They just got cut in half. I'm kind of curious to see what this makes though. Gonna need to place these very carefully and gently. Because they cool down like they're in Antarctica. That's not at all what I wanted. Good. Give me that. Think we're still good? So does that just not work then? Or is that one just cooling down too much? Let's try that one more time. The gem is definitely situated nicely. 1, 2. It doesn't clarify what kind of bars they need or anything, so I'm assuming anything is open. That one's very nicely placed. This one also very nicely placed. There it is. Oh, it makes a necklace. Iron bar 9, emerald 1. Maybe I can mix ores. A nice iron necklace. Let's see what this is worth. Decide what we want to use next. I guess a gold necklace next. Golden cloudium or something might be worth more to do it. That's actually 300 already, so that's pretty good. Our money's making a comeback. I just, we might need to go see what the next things are going to cost. Okay, money just chill there for now. $402 to our name. This thing kind of will run out of fuel, which is just water. So we got to keep an eye on that because it's annoying when that breaks. It can be a long run. We got lots of water currently. We're going to go to the store and we're going to see what the other, another drill and processor is worth. I think we can just buy them. I don't think we have to necessarily make them or anything weird. But see, this is nice. I can be doing this while we're still mining in the background. Could have taken a shortcut across the river there, perhaps. But we don't need to be in a super hurry. We just need to get there at some point. I think this is the part that always used to get to me because you have to go like all the way around to get here. And I think that's still going to be the way to do it. Pretty sure I used to have a route that might hop over there nice and quick, but I don't remember what or where it was. But it's also why I like the claims over here because there was less to drive. Don't know what that gap there wants. Might be worth doing some things for the villagers. So there's the other machines we can buy. Scrapyard. So before, I'm pretty sure it was this little shop on the right that had our stuff.
Better prices than these.
So do you have more drills and stuff? Logic gem compressor, logic. Was it not here that had the extra drills? A tank filler? What is this? Left click. Fill all tanks with the shard bar you're looking at. Right click, fill all tanks with all shard bars. Oh, that's a nice quality of life one. Construction hammer. There's a magnet on a stick. Magnifying glass. There's lots of interesting things here. Common pickaxe. But I'm not seeing the piece I need, and I don't remember where they are. Not sure what this one is. We're stuck in here. Under construction,
Hey,
clearly.
lad.
Jeweler, grocer. Was it this one? No, this was building materials. Was it the one I was parked beside? Furniture. Maybe the drills can only come from the ice cavern place now. You did say something about that at the beginning. I might actually have to forge them. Might not be able to buy them. Conveyor Nation.
Come have a gander.
I like Conveyor Nation. Because we're going to need some of these, but they are expensive. Because this is where we can use the sorters. Or at least used to be able to. Maybe those aren't a thing anymore. There's a gem polisher, centralizer, merger. I don't know where the sorters come from anymore. Yeah, the only way to make the drills might be to actually to make them now. Like I might not be able to buy them. And that honestly might be how it always was, and I'm just forgetting. It's been a while since I've actually done this. Smelter is nice. Those are 1320. Everything's going to get expensive, but we're going to make more and more money. All right, well, I'm pretty sure the drills just won't be here. It's got to be up in Ice Helm or whatever then. Maybe we should go take a look up there while we're waiting. We're just mining a bunch of ore in the background anyway, so we'll go to Ice Helm or whatever it's called. Guy really flew. He's a very bouncy man. So I think we got to go up here now. I don't remember this either. I've done very little of this one up here. We got to loop around to get up there, don't we? Forgot about that part. Luckily, we got the off-road model of this. Don't fall off the edge. Up we go. Why is there a fork here? I don't know where that goes, actually. I don't also know where this goes. So what is this here? Nothing? Just more foundation pieces, building pieces. Good. Good to know. I think this is where you put resources in. Put resources in somewhere, it spits out here. Stuff can fall out into your truck. Right. Let's go have a look. I really don't remember how this works. So I think over there is the forge you need to use to do this. Big and bright down here. There's also that. Tools and equipment. Let's go have a look. See what they got for us down here. So much running to get all the way down here. Tools and equipment. Current pickaxe. Pickaxe crafter. Interesting. So there's the tier 3. Oh, right. You gotta smelt these. Yeah, that's right. Arch, so yeah, you gotta unlock the different recipes for more things. I forgot about that part. I don't know if this is supposed to be here. I think this is a modded thing that has made its way back in here on us. Yeah, so we can't actually make any more drills, I think, until we gotta do this. We gotta buy them, and then you gotta get so much iron in there to make them. There's a booster intake design. So that takes way more. Tier 3 takes way more again. That takes core stone even. Oh yeah, core stone. I forgot about that. So if we get enough iron, we can actually make some of those. I might need to buy a scale so we can understand how big exactly those are. For now, we're going to make our way out of here. Pretty sure that's where stuff gets spit out from when we want to smelt it. We got to bring stuff down here with us and everything. It's a procedure. Even just to get out of here is a procedure. Do we make the elevator? Is this it? Nope, it's on its way down. Back up we go. No button to activate it. We just gotta wait. Patience is our thing. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We'll maybe loop back around to see what's on the other side. Pretty sure by the time this was all added to the game, I was not at all doing any of this legitimately. I was doing it creative mode or using mods. So I'm not overly familiar with the details. I actually have no idea where this goes. Oh, there's a claim up here, wasn't there? I think there is now that I think about it. I can actually mine this ground? Was that what this is? Yeah, sure was. So there's probably some good stuff up here. There's water there. How much does this one cost? Maybe this should be our next one. 7,000. This will probably be the next one. It's way up here. But if we get enough pieces, that shouldn't matter much. So that's the river. Therefore, our current claim is this direction-ish. This is the upper part of the river. I think we can just drive around this a little bit. Bringing ourselves down to where we need to go. I always try these shortcuts and they never really save us that much time. I know there is sort of a trick where you can just unstuck yourself. And it will take you to the closest area. Obviously, this is the closest area at this point. But we'll go back and see our pile of stuff. Our thing may need repairing by now, so we got to get it back going again. But it will have mined us lots of stuff in the meantime. And that's going to be good for us. Got to drop down over here. Yeah, we can get down here easy enough. Won't be a problem. Use the tree for a little bank maneuver. Yeah, I completely forgot that there's a mining claim up there. They added so much to the game since we've been at it. Oh, right, it moved us back to town. Did not expect that. So I think you can actually unstuck yourself on the bridge if you want to get back in a hurry. It's turning to nightfall. We've been wandering around in the truck all day, yet we've been mining all day at the same time. Isn't that beautiful? We should be able to make some pretty valuable stuff, so money should be easy now. Money should be easy, but we got to get a scale so we can understand how big our things are. So we could potentially forge more things. Because I think once we buy the design, we can just, all we need is actual iron and it will forge for us. Doesn't take money anymore, it takes resources. But the more drills and everything we get, the faster they're going to work for us. I may be able to put multiple drills onto one harvester, so that's actually still running perfectly fine. So that's good. There's just going to be a lot of ore and stuff in there. There's even a ruby in there. Am I seeing that right? Uncut ruby. Yeah, that's going to be a valuable one. We'll put that on some cloudium if we can find it. You can just go in our gem thing for now. I'll buy a scale for now. Hopefully help us to try and understand the size of what we got. Do they have a scale here actually? The next problem is I don't remember if you can buy a scale here. There's the hand sorter. Pour resources into sorter and spit out the resources type. I think we actually need one of these too.
Huh?
Because that would be nice for doing this quicker. 402, 165 will absolutely take one of these. We're going to need perhaps another intake or to split it. I think I can actually just borrow a bit of the water pressure for this. But for now, I think I want to sleep. And we'll see what the next day brings us. I really hope this sorter works well through all of that stuff. So we put the item up there. We want to sort out. It spits out there. We just need to plumb it in. This might also need a new energy bar that's going to help keep it going. We'll drop one of those in there. Come on up. And then we'll probably tee this off of this thing to put the sorter up here because I don't think it's going to need a lot of work. Maybe even right here. We'll tee it off and that'll be good enough. So we need another tee. I think we have an extra straight. So that works out very nicely. I did just reload into the game in case the time changed abruptly, if you were curious about that. Didn't I pick that up already? I'm not sure why that's back there. So many curiosities, so little time. We're not $20 only for that. Let's give it a whirl. I guess the straight we're about to take off could have also been in place of this. Doesn't matter anyway. We need a tee no matter what we do. So we'll just borrow that. We're going to stick that in there. I just want a little bit of space from here to there. So which side does that plumb into? That one? Was that correct? That seems to be correct. Now we're going to need a new bucket for down there. Potentially even a big bucket. A little one may work. We'll try with a little one to start. I assume the stuff is going to come out of there. Would that be a good guess? I might still buy a bigger bucket. I'm going to buy a bigger bucket. I don't trust that to work without spilling stuff everywhere, and then there's no point. If I can't put everything into one thing nice and quick and easy, then there's no point at all. That's only $24 anyway. We'll make that back in 10 seconds. With our mass amounts of resources we have on the ground. So using this, we should be able to make lots of money quickly. Is that going to work? I might need to dig it down a little bit. I think I do. Let's do this right. We're going to take our second to set it up nicely. Because again, we can't do it the proper way. We shouldn't do it at all. Or something. That doesn't really work either. I feel like I'm making my problems worse. I'm pretty sure there's like a nice way to place things. But I'm not actually sure what that is. Alright, we've made our problem worse. Yeah, this, I may have overwrote that. Should work. I'm pretty sure that's going to work. So let's shut this off so it doesn't spew gold everywhere. There's already some gold on the ground. So we want to take the gold out. So if we put it there, that should work. If I dump this onto there, like so. Right, of course. All the stuff goes one way, all the gold goes another way. That actually makes sense now that I think about it. It won't be bad to, if the gold's all by itself, we can pick it up fairly easily. It's not a big deal. We should be putting it in the roasting pot though. It's going to be easier because dumping in a big bucket into this might be harder. This won't take too long though. We'll just go like this, pick it all up and place it in there. We'll have a nice little gold sandwich before you know it. We'll maybe make a nice necklace. Sorting Cloudium out of it might be hard. Because we'd have to find a Cloudium bar within that all. And that's not going to be the quickest thing in the world to do. I am happy this hand sorter thing exists. Okay, should we try this now? Down we go. Maybe that would have worked overall. Nope, we already spilled a few. So it wouldn't have. Good to know. This is lots of gold for us though. This is very good. Missed one there. This will jump our finances up a little bit. I definitely want to turn this into a necklace. There's more gold here than I thought. This is where the magnet would actually come in handy too. If I spill gold again, I'll just go get the magnet. I didn't realize quite how much this was. It's a good problem to have though when you spill gold all over the place. A very good problem to have. Down we go. Everything in. Perfect. A little more. Little more. Almost there. Then we'll get it all melted up. Well, melt it up, smelt it down, smash with a hammer, add a gem, and life will be good. Okay. That took longer than anticipated. And that's okay. So we'll just swap these out, I guess. Oh, didn't pick everything up. We are going to need the magnet at some point because stuff like this is going to happen fairly often. Should probably also do a better setup for this. If only I had a nicer hole dug. It's not really a great way to do this. In theory, if I had more money and resources, I would just build a conveyor so the extras dumps out, loops back around, and goes back up onto itself. We can also take this away now. I'll probably just go grab the magnet anyway, because then we can just magnet this stuff back up. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, before doing anything further, let's see if we can take the iron out of this. The rest of the stuff is going to fall out there, so let's just see if we can get away with a little bit less here. A smaller bucket may or may not work. We'll try that. So up we go. All that stuff can go down. The iron missed entirely. So we need a magnet no matter what we do. We'll go grab a magnet next. I see the error now. So that goes there. We did have a ruby somewhere. I didn't see any cloudium in there, so we are going to do a cloudium necklace. A gold necklace, rather. Okay, let's just split that there. We get 2 hot bars. Good. So hot bar 1 there. Hot bar 2 there. Hammer. And we should have something nice. Yeah, there's 23.4 for each gold bar. So this is very, very valuable. So let's take this up the hill for now. And then we'll go fetch us our magnet. It's going to make the sorting process easier. This will help us have some of the money we need to get some nicer pieces anyway. So we can hopefully auto smelt and such. I've got an idea of how we can make this better. So this is almost $1,200. $1,200 for this one little thing. That's great. Give me that.
Don't mind me.
And that was all for something I didn't really have to mine myself. The operation mined it for me. So down here we go.
I'm just mooching
We'll take our little bit of leftover money. $13.55 in total. Do they have a magnet here? I don't think they do. So I think I'm going to have to throw everything into the truck and we'll go for a drive. That's perfectly fine by me. I should maybe throw some water in this thing real quick. I don't want to run out in a weird spot. Didn't mean to do that. Hopefully the money sat there. Did not unload that properly. Well, the money is stuck there. So we'll go like that instead. The water is not necessarily low, but I don't want to risk it. We'll just, we'll put this on here for now. That way it's safe. I guess in the meantime I could have this thing running too. Because if we can have the magnet anyway, we can haul stuff around. It can just fill the hole with stuff. And then we fill the truck with water. And then we move on. We need a magnet for sure. Maybe a few other goodies while we're over there. Done. Good enough for now. There might be a few other pieces we could utilize here. But at the very least I want a magnet. This sorter will definitely do wonders for us then. I might try the unstuck trick here. I'm a little curious to see if it'll take us over to town. Because last time I did it closer than this. Yeah, there we are, straight to town. And our money came with us, so that's nice. Pretty sure the magnets were in here. There's always that sign that catches your truck on the way past. $13.55. Lots of money to work with. There's a better saw. A magnet is $4.28. It's not cheap actually, considering what it is. Is there anything else you might want here? I was thinking maybe one of these, because that's like a built-in smelter thing. But for the price of it, I don't actually want it. Yeah, we'll just do this sort of the more painful way for now. And that'll be okay overall. Yep, that's fine. Give me the magnet. We'll go home.
Thanks for your
Load our
business.
truck back up. Drop that there, the magnet. This will help us just, yeah, we'll be able to just move our resources around easy. The magnet stick in there sure did. Now we just make the long drive home. Fun looking vehicles over there. We'll have them one day. The money is piling up pretty quick. And we only did the gold out of what we had to. We didn't actually do any of the other stuff. None of the iron. Cloudium if we had any gems. I could also put more energy bars in, actually. That would probably be the logical next step. Put more energy pocket things into the setup. That way we get more pressure for better results. Well, maybe factor that in pretty soon, considering we have the money for it. That way, as we're mining, we're really utilizing it. I gotta make my little mining setup better. Okay, we'll pull down in here this time. We'll take our money over to the store. It's like a bank. They just hold all my money because they're the only people I ever buy from. Okay, you go down there. We'll need another one of these. Maybe 2 of these. I can't remember how much we boosted with each little crystal. But we got the money for it, we might as well use it.
I reckon Bridgeport will ming.
We're finding the energy crystals too. These will pay for themselves. So these 2 will slide in up top. I don't know if it'll necessarily find us bigger gold or more gold or cloudium. I'm not really sure what it does, but I know more pressure is better. I don't think we have a filter either, so we're running dirty water through all this. Spare parts over here. So if we put them this way, how's that going to look? Perfect. Just what I wanted. You guys open up. There's still a crystal in that one at least. We'll bring some crystals over to these little weirdos. Down you go. Closed. Grab another one there. Hello. Got it. Drop it in the hole. Done. So it's all working away now. Faster than ever. Now all of this iron I need to put into the melty pot. So this is where my magnet comes in. Because we can grab it all, large chunks at a time, and put it in there. There will be some leftover every once in a while, but this is obviously quicker because once it's in the pot, it's like stuck. So down it goes. And there's only a few little pieces left over. Down you go. And if we wanted to grab that, we sure could from down there. We could just run it through the sorter again, I guess, to get the other stuff out. More iron up there. I think one of the irons actually went into the proper pot that time. A few of them did, actually. And we'll borrow some of this as well. The magnet's not too strong, so you can't make too sharper movements with it. Like that, we just lost it all. But that's okay. Bring it over. Down it goes. Filtered. Out comes most of the iron. I'm going to have to take some of that gold away. Into the pot you go. I think I saw cloudium there. Might have just been the glow. No problem. We're going to have lots of iron after this. Oh, I should have bought a scale while I was over there. No matter. I'm having fun with this anyways. Alright, there's a whole boatload of iron in here. We can use that to make something else. We use that sapphire actually. That'll be perfect. I'll wait for that to melt down. This is still just going to fill up. No rush. Not seeing any cloudium, but the gold should pile up anyway. It is spitting out plenty of gold. Very slowly working along. This is taking us time to melt. There we are. Melted. We'll warm this up a little bit. We'll do the same thing when we saw it. To make the necklace. It'll be an iron sapphire necklace. Just couldn't see my... Yeah, judging by how big the bars are, there's a lot of iron in here. Picking it up. Iron bar 39.6 times 2. Sapphire 0.3. So the sapphire is a little underwhelming on this one. And that's okay. Sapphire doesn't have to be huge. We can put them together later. But for now, we're just going to live with whatever gem we happen to get. We'll still make some money on this. We'll make probably pretty good money just based on how heavy this is. We had 80 iron, which I think might have been nearly enough to make a new drill. 1152. That's going to be able to purchase some nice stuff for us. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but money is going up quick. And while we're doing this, we're mining away in the background still. See if I can combine them in there. Yep, that actually worked. $1,800 left over. So we'll continue on our smelty ways. Maybe we should do gold again. There's also a ruby here. I would like to work with ruby. I think ruby is worth more than the sapphires and emeralds. They do seem to be rare. We haven't found any onyx, but I don't even know if we can here. So you can just go in there for now. Let's put all this back. We've also learned that this thing shoots out of there, so we got to put the thing maybe more like that. We'll catch more of it. I feel like it still needs to be further out, like out there or something. Already shot out of there last time. There are lots of rubies in here actually too. Actually, we're finding lots of rubies. Not entirely sure why that's a thing all of a sudden, but I won't complain. It's also getting dark. Okay, let's grab all this up if we can. Magnet it over to the filter. Drop it in there. I like how I created a minefield everywhere too. So the gold didn't actually really get to where it was going. The bucket may have blocked it. Okay, hold on. Everything just wait in here. So it doesn't like these buckets either. I don't really know the good way to gather that stuff in, short of using funnels and stuff. Which eventually maybe we can. So one of those golds should be stuck. Yep, very nice. Gold goes one way, everything else goes another. I think I can actually move this now too. Suck everything up from under that. And filter it. There's a few pieces over here too. We'll just keep filtering it out. I'm actually going to have to dump this out. I guess I could have dumped that on top of the thing. But no matter, we like doing things the hard way sometimes. Whatever gets the job done, don't really care. So everything get down in there. That worked pretty good. Yeah, that worked really good that time. We did get a few straggler irons. You guys go back in the iron hole for now. Not a ton of gold, but it is some. Go ahead and smelt this down into something lovely. That can sit there for now. How are we looking in the pit? More gold coming out. Still no cloudium. That's very sad. It's getting late in the day, so we'll maybe sleep for the night. And consider what to do with our money. I guess at this point we're basically just saving up for a new claim. We can need new ground. Iron, iron, iron. I do need a scale so I can see which of the gems are bigger. Because it doesn't tell us until we smelt them down. I can just go in there for now. The gold is still popping out of there, not bad. So we'll make this work. Okay, you come up here. Swing on over here. Where did it go? We lost it already. To make it does work well, you just gotta have patience. And good enough. Okay, we'll bring this stuff over again. A little bit of gold. We'll try a jump. Do we... Yep, we managed with the jump. Just a little bit. Still spitting... I guess I could put the... I could also make like a chain reaction to this so everything falls right out of the machine into the sorter. Then it would just be auto sorting gold. Okay, we got too much of that. Still too much of that. I think I can actually auto sort that a little bit. We sort with gravity. Everything goes into holes. Down we go. Down we go. We can make a mix necklace. I think it would actually let us do that. A little bit of gold, a little bit of iron. Okay, well that's coming with us. That's fine. That iron wants to be a part of it. It can. But it also can't. So it's got to leave. Okay, let's get this smelting down. See what kind of money we're going to get for this. We got a ruby ready to go. We got more gold and iron down the hole. Got tons of iron again already. Iron just never stops. Would it be a dumb idea to have it auto-sorting once it falls out of there? We'd have to change the operation or dig it down quite a ways. We could auto-sort into a smelter. That way it's just constantly melting gold and getting it ready for us. I don't know if it'd be a bad idea or not. Well, the gold's all smelted up. The game didn't love that. Still a pretty big gold bar overall. We're going to use our magical metal saw to cut that thing down. Try and get that in the right place. They're definitely smaller than the iron bar, but gold is more valuable than iron anyway. So I'm not worried about it. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. We'll run it up the hill right away. Why wait for profit? Yeah, there's only 14.2 gold bars, so the iron we had was over 3 times as heavy. Because it was 40 for each side. Okay, that's still worth $700, considering that wasn't mining for that long. That's pretty good money. We got a lot of gems sitting there. Was there a gem compressor that I could be using, actually? I might have the money and availability for that.
Take a look at my
Because we're just sort of stacking up gems right now. We don't need to be. $2,500. Should probably buy a repair kit. Because that thing's going to break at some point. We're bringing money across. And then I think we're going to go see if there's a gem compressor. Actually, I don't want that. I want the whole kit. Individually, they cost 53, 220 for a set, which I think is 5. But I gotta throw this on my truck. It's still running, so good. Didn't mean to do that. We'll be able to do something. A gem compressor maybe would be the way to do this. Because then we can put all the gems together into something big. We'll let a little bit more of that pile up anyway. Still got some gas in here, that's for sure. I can't remember if I saw a gem compressor over there or not, but we got some money, so we might be able to start utilizing conveyors and stuff too. Although that suddenly turns into a considerably bigger project again. Everything we do, trying to scale it, but I'm trying not to go crazy with scaling. We can unstuck ourselves back to the store. And we're pointed in the right direction. There's also the water pressure. That'll tell you how much water pressure you have and if you need more. Yeah, I think we want one of those probably. That way we can see too if we need more pressure or not. Because we want to have it at max pressure. Now I was looking for the gem compressor. Yeah, logic gem compressor. Compressors cut gemstones, can only compress one type at a time. So I think you just need a switch for that. I don't think this even... Oh, it does need water. Well, that's okay. It's cheap to buy the pieces we need for that, but now we can utilize our gems. Instead of one little one at a time, we'll do a big one. So that just needs water, and I think that's all it needs. There's the scales finally, too. I guess we'll buy a scale anyway. I don't know if I necessarily need that at this point anymore. That was $1,200 for all this. Our money. But by the time we get back, we'll be able to like utilize more of those gems. We'll make much more money if we get a giant gem. We had lots of rubies sitting there. And I assume the values multiply off each other. Whoops. I don't know why I keep doing that. And I did it again. Wait, I need my money. I don't want to leave that there. Too bad we don't have like a digital credit system. Then I wouldn't have to haul my stack of money around everywhere. But we've got what we need. I do need to buy a few more pipe pieces maybe, but not that many. Whoops. Texting and driving, that's what happens. And maybe we're going to smash all my rubies together for now. I think they're going to be the most valuable. Put them on a big old necklace. Profit. It's going to be good. And the other gems too. Might as well. There's no point in having them all around like they are. We'll start shining them up, putting them in a bucket, put them into the compressor. Easy as that. No need to overthink it. The driving's getting a little more fluid with this. They're slowly getting used to it again. Swerving past the lamppost. Look how much stuff we bought already. I'm a little hoarder. So the scale I don't really care about right now. We'll just smack that in anywhere. The logic gem compressor thing can just go up here probably actually. Because we can just directly feed the water into it. Work it up here. The little handle goes onto it on that side. That way we need to buy minimal extra parts. Minimal extra maintenance. Just like that. So I'll feed it with some water next. And that'll be that. Where's the pressure gauge? We don't currently have space for that. I'll put that in later. We gotta go buy a water intake. And then we'll smelt up some more gold and or iron. I might, since our last one was gold, we might do iron next. We can do an
You
iron
won't
something
find bad
necklace.
prices in the knees.
Or ring, or whatever. Which money we have? About $1,000 left over. But we're making good investments. Spending money to make money. So if we do that, this thing should not be running, so we simply press that and it will compress things together. Hopefully mostly gems. We do have a ruby already, there's more rubies there. We could do it with the power things too. Oh yeah, I forgot we could smelt these into bars too. Wonder if you can make energy jewelry. So which one do we want to do? Well maybe do the rubies real quick. So we put a ruby up top and we use my magic magnet to coax everything on up. And down we go. Thought we'd have more rubies than that, but that's not a big deal. We got one left over here. We might have a few more in the hole since we've left. Wait, are you still compressing? No matter. Okay, we gotta bring our gem cutter over here now. And I fell in the hole. That's alright. We do have a minefield of an area currently. Wrong thing. Okay, cut you, go in there. Pick you up, cut you, go in there. And one more time. In you go. Maybe check for more rubies. Yeah, there's at least one in there. So we'll get a bigger ruby. I think we'll get bigger other gems because we find them more frequently, but rubies I think are still going to be more valuable. We're just trying to make the most money for the least amount of work. And I must have dropped the ruby somewhere along the way. I know there was at least one. Actually, I just see it right there. I'm just going to pick it up. I think there's not that many in there, so no problem. So there'll be 5 into 1 instead. Which is perfectly fine by me. Yep, perfect. Compress some on up. I don't know how long that takes. Guess that's it. Done. A much heavier ruby. Do we have enough gold now is the question. Do we have enough gold to make something good? There's lots of iron. I don't know if there's necessarily a ton of gold. We can maybe do one of the other gems while we're waiting. Emeralds seem like they've been fairly common, so maybe emeralds would be a good choice. Got a lot of stuff stuck up in there. Out you come. Okay, we'll see what we can do about the emerald situation. No emeralds over there yet. We'll see if we can hoover all this up from here. There's a chunk of dirt or something in there. Why is there a chunk of dirt in there? One must have escaped. Yeah, that worked pretty well. We got lots of emeralds, actually. Not that that's a huge surprise. Okay, we'll get a new bucket. Maybe a small bucket. And in the background, we're just mining lots and lots and lots of things. And this is with only one drill and processor. We can have potentially hundreds of those, especially these days with the optimization update. I don't know why I had a habit I clicked the wrong button on all those. Down we go. And down we go. And one of you. So emeralds are clearly a lot more common than rubies. I don't know if they're more valuable than sapphires or if that fluctuates or what the dealio is. But for now we gotta... Wow, that's a much bigger emerald. The thing's the size of my head. Down you go. Alright, rubies, sapphires, emeralds. Think we might have enough gold now to do this again with something reasonably valuable. I'm sort of hoping to just find one thing that's really valuable. I forgot about that emerald. That's okay. No matter. Okay, well maybe try the gold again. We'll do the gold and the ruby. So let's see if we can manage to pull all of the gold out of all of this mess. Slowly. Slowly. Down it goes. Probably good enough for me. We just need to get it turned into something and moved. All right. Apparently that was strong enough to pull some of the other stuff with it once again. The magnet can be tricky to use at times. That goes in there. What else? That one there. Good. This will be good. We're going to start on this side. And good. Just a little more. Some of those didn't quite make it in. There. 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 I guess we got a little bit more on the other side we can filter out too right now. That stuff will be fine. Yeah, there's definitely some more gold out of here. Carefully walk it on over. There's some floating ore there. I'm not sure why it was sitting there like that. I'm now realizing how much of my stuff falls back in. Okay, well, you know what? I need a better system, clearly. It's going to be a mixed ore. Okay, we'll pull it from over here then, so we got lots of space for it. Where'd I put my melty pot? Could have sworn it was right behind me. I decided to put it way over here, because that's smart. That's okay. We like doing things the hard way. I don't necessarily need to grab every little gold piece here. Just enough. And it is fun just picking up the gold manually and watching it go. Gold ore. And a little more gold ore. And a little more gold ore. Good enough. Let's get that smelted up. I guess we'll saw it. We'll make it into the necklace. And probably sell it in the morning. We got more rubies coming out. While we're waiting, I'm actually going to combine these. Since we happen to get 2 rubies, it's like it's a sign. I think I'm going to combine this with my existing rubies too to make sure we get an extra good one. Because there's only 5, so now there'll be a combination of 7 in total in this. That's going to increase the value. Actually, probably quite a lot. And hopefully make it bigger. Not sure I made it bigger. But it made it more valuable. That's what matters. Right, I didn't smelt it yet. But now it's certainly smelted. That's a good sized gold bar, so that's a good sign. Cut that apart. We'll put them on and give them a smash. And see what kind of value we're dealing with. So you go there. And there. Is that good enough? That was good enough. So the gold bar was 17.7, but the ruby was 3.6. Hopefully that is a proper multiplier. I want to sleep. I want to leave that on the ground where it's nice and safe. And then in the morning we'll run it up the hill. It'll be worth a fortune. And we'll definitely get some profit. I think we've profited pretty well on everything we bought so far. We have managed to buy a lot. Jeweler, sir. I know there's a line, but I'm first. 971. I thought that'd be more. But there wasn't a great deal of gold in there, I suppose. So it was probably mostly in the ruby. And that's perfectly okay. Next we can do an iron and giant sapphire. Emerald, rather. Contraption. So I got 2 grand still, which is great. Plenty of money. We'll go jankily do our process again with iron this time. See what we can get out of this. I really like if I could just put these directly in somewhere, but it's no matter to me. One way or another we'll make it work. Okay, you go there. What I should actually do is make a bit of a pocket over here. Because I can make everything fall this way a little bit rather than that way. And I'll be able to hoover it up easier from here and not pull so much of that. That'll probably work. Probably. Alright, so we got all the stuff we need in there. We got lots of iron sitting here, that's for sure. I have filtered out some of the gems. Okay, we're sort of missing the thing there. Down it goes. Oh, I was magneting back in. That's part of the problem. It does feel a little different with a new optimization update, I think. I do think I'm feeling it being smoother already. Okay, that's got to go there. Maybe we'll start putting all the iron into the hot pot already. At least this stuff, that way I'm not working with too big of a mass of it. I think I might have sucked up a gem with that. Yeah, I sure did. That's okay. I think that's just going to sit on top anyway. I don't think that's actually going to affect anything. You guys get in there. One more piece. Oh, okay, we lost a few at the back. This is easier once you get conveyors and sorters and everything because you can keep it all sort of more in line. For now, we go like this and we'll let go of the magnet then so it all goes one way. Yeah, that's better. We're learning. Seems like quite a bit of iron, so this will be good. That energy bar wants to come out of there, the shard. Oh, not anymore. Oh, it dropped down anyway. Perfect. It's like it knew. So that's going there. The emerald hardly even fits on there, so that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. This stuff is all down. So we'll get it warming up. The same old technique as always. Look how much more stuff we mined in the meantime. It's just non-stop. Okay, let's see what we can do here again. There and there, good. And now we got a giant iron emerald. The emerald is 9.8. The iron bars are almost 40 each. This will be worth some money. This will be good. I'm excited to see the value of this. We'll run it straight up the hill. We'll even run along the railing while we're at it. Because we're children like that. We'll go smack it down up here.
Handcrafted product.
1350. Thought it'd be more.
I need something.
But maybe it is just the raw value that adds up. You're not necessarily getting a multiplier of anything. Because I felt like with the size of that emerald, it should be more. But we are putting more emeralds into a single thing, like moving them along better. So that matters a lot. $3,300. Plus, I think we're going to have a lot of extra ore sitting there waiting for us now. But I think that's as far as we're going to go with this one today, because I can tell how tired I am because of how many silly mistakes I'm making. So I'm going to go get some sleep myself, and we'll pick it up again here in the future.